Welcome to this August Webstudio update. This is Webstudiosi, the channel dedicated to all things Webstudio. We try to keep you up to date about what happens in terms of new features and announcements in Webstudio, but also about the community. My name is Philip and thank you for your support. So in August, in terms of attention, we had roughly 10,000 people follow Webstudio on X. There is like 630 followers on Reddit and good discussions. 5,100 Webstudio members on Discord. So we broke through the 5,000 line. 7.53 terabyte of data served in the last 30 days, 156,000 projects, and the Webstudio YouTube channel has 4,300 subscribers, and our Webstudiosi channel has like 20 subscribers. Thank you very much for all of you. In terms of Webstudiosi, please have a look at our website, webstudiosi.com. There is a showcase of a lot of inspiring, really nice websites built with Webstudio. Our YouTube channel, thanks for your support. And in our last video, we discussed that there will be a meeting and also a call. Maybe some people didn't see that, and we will announce it more prominently also in other ways in the future. But thank you very much. 180 people watched the last Webstudio update from July. We had 10 people meeting up in Mongolia discussing all things about vibe coding, about Webstudio, Inception, different AI tools, but also more traditional coding and everything about Webflow and Figma. And we also had the online call discussion, fortunately, and big thanks to Oleg and Bogdan for joining us. 10 people in that discussion, but I think next time we will be more. Was a get together and get to know and sharing of experiences, how we all use Webstudio, what is missing, what are the strong points, and how can we all work together in this. Next community call, Saturday, September 20, so mark your calendar right now. Probably it will be in the evening Asia times, early afternoon or noon in Europe, and like early or during the morning in Brazil or East Coast US. And I'm also planning a community meetup here in Taiwan, in Taipei area, but that will also be announced in the future. Plus, in the coming weeks, I plan to do an AI video comparing Inception with other things that quickly create prototypes in an AI for a prototype of a design of a website or web app or app in Gemini, Claude, ChatGPT, and so on, to compare that with Inception. So stay tuned for that. I believe in October we will be seeing an inflection point of massive growth in Webstudio as the result of a Lollapalooza effect, which means there are different effects that combined will not just add up, but it will be a square of those individual effects. And that is a better way to connect the backends. Bogdan is working on it as of now. We have Inception. The team is working on it from the Webstudio team for a while, and the first couple of videos are absolutely fantastic. Component editor is also a bit further down the road, but in the making. And I think with all these three very critical features and components, it's then up to all of us to spread the word on Reddit, on X, and on other social media, and here, of course, on YouTube, to get the word out, and that will probably together lead to fantastic growth. Okay, in terms of new features, August didn't see that many things, but I'm worried that the team didn't rest, but work a lot on different things behind the scenes, especially Inception. But animations can be now self-hosted, and a lot of different updates when it comes to the images. So renaming, size, description, usage, that you see where is a certain image used, and also if an image is not used, you will see a black dot on, I think, the upper right side of that image, and you could think about deleting it then. Okay, update from us, and please leave us a comment under this video, mark your calendar for the call and meetup, and check out the links in the video description. And a lot of community updates. So first, Sam from ONX with an update.
Hello there. So this is Context, a Chrome extension that was created for Webstudio. It's a context panel to your normal like variable inputs where you input your craft variables as an example. So obviously this was not worked on in August. It's been there for some time now, but 2 months. But yeah, there was an update from like August 8th. So hopefully that passes. So I'm just going to showcase how it works. And this is how it works. So after you've installed it, it adds nothing basically to your UI. But what you do is when, as an example, right? So in a normal workflow, you would need to go to typography, then you need to like type these things, then it gives you all these like variables which you need to go through, scroll through, or at least if you've memorized them, it's a little bit easier. You can just say I want foreground something, right? But this sometimes doesn't always work best, especially when you don't know the actual value that you're looking for, so right? So what it does is when you right click, it gives you this panel, right? So it gives you a panel with some of the variables that are contextual to the type of input that you're looking for, right? So as an example, when you click it right now, if you do the traditional way, right? If you try to input things, it gives you background accent. I don't want a background, I want text, I want foreground, right? So instead of it giving you this list that is alphabetical in order, what you do is you right click and then you right click, then it gives you this panel to which you can then reassign to whatever value that you want to reassign, right? So this also applies to like backgrounds, right? So you can put a background. This also applies to borders. So there's like a contextual panel that comes with it, right? So this also applies to like things like width, right? So you have all these sizes, you have the fluid ones, the relative ones, and also comes down to gaps, right? So you have a gap. But yeah, that's basically it.
And now Ronald, who was inspired by Webstudio to create his own tool.
Ronald here. I'm creating immersive 360 software inspired by Webstudio, which is open source, offers a headless CMS, and design tokens.
And finally, we have a lot of different showcases that we will go through right now. Here is a new showcase of a very well done hairstylist website. Mind these things here and the semi-transparent nav bar, and it's just a very performant, beautiful website. We talked about the Get Widget app in one of the previous updates, but there are some updates there. There was a discussion about this get started button with this little animation, and it can be all done also with CSS. Please have a look at Light Dark Switcher here on the Keep Learning YouTube channel. A new brand guide for True Image Productions dropped. And here we have Parrot.studio, a agency website with a very clean and clear design and a very interesting selection of orange colors and dark colors. And another design studio here. And finally, this very animation-rich tattoo artist website that, though it has plenty of animations, it's not like overloaded, and it's a very fast and performant website. Check out all these websites in the links below. Please leave us a comment, a like, and hope you are there in the community call. Over and out. Ciao.